Lana Turner was the kind of star whose name alone conjured images of platinum hair, smoky glamour, and the intoxicating power of old Hollywood. Born Julia Jean Turner on February 8, 1921, in Wallace, Idaho, she rose from small-town beginnings to become one of the most famous and enduring actresses of Hollywood's golden age. Her life was a dramatic blend of beauty, fame, scandal, and tragedy, so much so that her story often felt like a film in itself. Turner's screen persona, seductive, cool, and dangerously alluring, became an iconic symbol of glamour. Yet behind the camera, she lived a life of constant upheaval, with marriages that ended in heartbreak and a private world filled with hidden desires and forbidden love. The myth of Lana Turner was built not just on her talent, but on the secret turbulence that surrounded her. From Idaho to Hollywood, the discovery that changed everything. Lana Turner's rise to fame is one of cinema's most legendary discovery stories. At just 16, she was spotted while skipping school and sipping a soda at a Los Angeles drugstore. A talent scout saw her and quickly recognized her striking beauty and screen presence. Turner made her film debut in 1937 in They Won't Forget, where her brief appearance in a tight sweater earned her the nickname the Sweater Girl. The label followed her through her early career, symbolizing her appeal and the era's obsession with the idealized feminine figure. Her early work showed a natural talent and a magnetic charm that MGM quickly capitalized on. She rose steadily through the studio system, becoming one of its most bankable stars and shaping the era's concept of glamour in a way few actresses ever could. A star in the studio system, turning beauty into fame. During the 1940s and 1950s, Lana Turner became one of MGM's most reliable box office draws. She appeared in a wide variety of films, proving she could handle musicals, melodramas, and film noir with equal skill. Her performances in Ziegfeld Girl, 1941, The Postman Always Rings Twice, 1946, Peyton Place, 1957, and Imitation of Life, 1959, made her both critically acclaimed and commercially successful. Her role in Peyton Place earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress, cementing her status as a true leading lady. Turner's screen presence never faded even as the studio system began to change. She remained a symbol of an older Hollywood era, one where stars were carefully crafted and public images were strictly controlled. Yet the real Turner was never quite as polished as the world believed. A life of marriages, love, loss, and the search for stability. Turner's personal life became a public fascination, particularly her 8 marriages to 7 men. Her romantic history was as dramatic as any of her film roles, often reflecting the same intensity and vulnerability she brought to the screen. Turner herself acknowledged the chaos of her love life with a famous quip. "My goal was to have 1 husband and 7 children. But it turned out to be the other way around." The line captured her self-awareness, humor, and the profound loneliness she carried behind the glamour. She had 1 daughter, Cheryl Crane, but her romantic relationships were marked by repeated disappointment and instability. Each marriage seemed to offer hope for a new start, but each also ended in heartbreak, revealing the painful reality that even a Hollywood star could not escape: the human desire for lasting love. The tragedy of Cheryl Crane, a night that changed everything. In 1958, Turner's life was shattered by one of Hollywood's most notorious tragedies. Her daughter, Cheryl Crane, stabbed and killed Turner's boyfriend, Johnny Stompanato, during a violent confrontation at their Beverly Hills home. Stompanato, known for his connections to organized crime and his role as a bodyguard, was alleged to have been abusive toward Turner. Cheryl, then only 14, intervened during the fight and fatally stabbed him, fearing for her mother's safety. The incident made national headlines and dominated tabloids for weeks. A coroner's inquest ultimately ruled the killing justifiable homicide, but the emotional toll on both mother and daughter was immense. Turner never fully recovered from the event, and it cast a long shadow over her career. Even as she continued to act, the tragedy remained a private wound that never healed. Marriage by marriage, the men who couldn't hold her. Turner's marriages read like a Hollywood who's who. Her first husband, bandleader Artie Shaw, was married to her briefly in 1940 before the relationship dissolved. Her second marriage to Joseph Stephen Crane was annulled due to legal complications and later remade and ended again. Her third marriage to wealthy socialite Bob Topping lasted 4 years and collapsed under pressure and addiction. Her fourth marriage to actor Lex Barker ended after allegations of abuse toward Cheryl surfaced, a revelation that Turner responded to with swift and decisive action. Her fifth marriage to rancher Fred May and her sixth to nightclub hypnotist Robert Eaton both ended in divorce. Her final marriage to Ronald Peller, known as Dr. Dante, was marked by controversy, fraud allegations, and financial turmoil. Each relationship showed Turner's search for stability, and each revealed how difficult it was for her to escape the cycle of love and loss. The secret lives of stars, rumors, desire, and forbidden love. Beneath the surface of Turner's public life was a hidden world of private passions and secret relationships. In later years, rumors circulated that Turner had been involved in clandestine relationships with several female actresses. These claims have never been confirmed and remain unverified, but they reflect the intense and often secretive nature of Hollywood's social scene at the time. In a private conversation that was later reported, Turner allegedly named 7 women she claimed to have dated and later hated due to betrayal or heartbreak. Whether true or not, the story reveals the emotional complexity behind Turner's glamorous image, suggesting a woman who sought love in every direction, even when it had to remain hidden. In an era when such relationships were taboo, secrecy was often the only option, and rumors became a form of social punishment. The 7 names, allegations, and the power of Hollywood gossip. The 7 names Turner allegedly mentioned are among Hollywood's most famous women: Barbara Stanwyck, Greta Garbo, Tallulah Bankhead, Ann Sheridan, Marlene Dietrich, Joan Crawford, and Jean Tierney. Each name carries a different story, some of seduction, others of betrayal, and many of emotional pain. Yet it's important to emphasize that these accounts remain unverified, based on gossip and private claims rather than documented fact. Turner's alleged anger toward these women reflects not just personal disappointment, but the pressure of living in a world where love had to remain hidden. Whether true or false, the list highlights how women in Hollywood often navigated relationships in secret, only to become targets of rumor and scandal. The truth may never be fully known, but the story endures as part of the darker side of stardom, addiction, and the price of fame. Lana Turner's glamorous image was closely tied to the Hollywood lifestyle of alcohol and cigarettes. She was known to drink and smoke heavily throughout her career, habits that were common among stars of the era but nonetheless destructive. While MGM often worked to maintain her wholesome public image, Turner privately struggled with addiction. She eventually stopped drinking in her early 60s, but she never fully broke her dependence on nicotine. Smoking remained a constant part of her life, and it would ultimately contribute to her health decline. In 1992, she was diagnosed with throat cancer, a disease closely linked to smoking. Though she initially announced the cancer was caught early, it soon spread to her jaw and lungs. Turner underwent radiation therapy and briefly announced remission in 1993, but the cancer returned in 1994, leaving her weakened and facing the end of her life, final years, and legacy. The end of a Hollywood legend. Lana Turner made her final public appearance in September 1994 at the San Sebastian International Film Festival in Spain, where she received a Lifetime Achievement Award. Though confined to a wheelchair and visibly frail, she appeared with grace and dignity, embodying the strength she had shown throughout her turbulent life. She died on June 29, 1995, at her home in Century City, Los Angeles, at age 74, with her daughter Cheryl by her side. Her death marked the end of an era, closing the chapter on a life defined by beauty, fame, scandal, and survival. Turner remains one of Hollywood's most iconic figures, an actress whose screen presence was unmatched and whose private life was as dramatic as any of her films. her legacy endures as a reminder of both the glamour and the cost of stardom,